So you're all familiar with the practices, so I'm not going to repeat all the basic instructions. We'll start by feeling the body relaxing, releasing. And in the midst of that relaxing, releasing, effortless recognition, effortless presence, effortless knowing quality of our awareness. Also, together with knowing quality, aliveness, emotional softness. In other words, there is this positive, kind feel. And the clarity and that emotional softness are together. So letting the body relax into that clarity and into that aliveness. Remember to relax the eyes and relax mouth, jaws. Letting all energies flow. Letting all energies flow. Flow means unimpeded movement. Simply allowing flow physically, energetically, mentally, emotionally, in all ways allowing movement. And every time it feels like a relief. Oh, yes, there was holding, subconscious holding that we do physically. Physically we grip, try to grip something. Same thing subconsciously, like mentally, emotionally gripping. And when we release that grip, yes, good. And that release should be thorough, complete. Not only releasing a little bit, relaxing a little bit, but kind of like relaxation at death, without control. Without control. Total release. And when the release is like that, it feels like, oh, becoming weightless. Isn't it? And it feels just right. So when we do relaxation in a complete, thorough way like this, it's like loosening all the habits, patterns, samsaric models, loosening. Kind of like if we have a big bundle of ropes that are all tied into tight knots, those knots loosening. Big bundle of knots loosening. And then, of course, it is a logical question. What are the knots? What are the knots? What's up with that? Well, habits, samskaras, vasanas, kleshas, selfing, negativity, selfishness, being selfish, acting selfish, thinking selfish, talking selfish. Spreading this selfishness and the negativity that comes with it. It comes with it, it's bound to it. It's tied to it. Can't have selfish and then happiness. Can't have selfish and kindness. Can't have selfish and love. That's the bundle of knots. Bundle of knots, knots, Americans say knots. Bundle of knots based on fundamental misunderstanding or fundamental misinterpretation of who we are, what we are, and what and how the world and people around us are. This all we correct with internal yoga practice, with Dharma practice. That all we not only loosen, but permanently straighten, clear out, transform with practice. The good news is that we are not condemned by anyone or anything to remain a bundle of knots. That's immensely good news, isn't it? We are not condemned to this selfish, unnatural, negativity spreading existence forever. We can change things. We change things how? Well, we have all these practices, techniques, methods, but also simply by practicing Shila, ethics. Ethics. I often speak of this. I already mentioned the 3 basic characteristics, or at least 2 in this session, like clarity and emotional softness. The 3rd one would be peacefulness, groundedness. But there are many other facets, qualities, characteristics of this true nature of ours. And ethical facets are very, very important ones, fundamental ones. Again, we cannot lie and expect to have truth. We cannot be insincere and expect this emotional softness. We cannot be hurtful, commit hurtful, harmful actions physically through speaking or through thought, and then expect that it will align with this true nature of ours. So here I'm referring to ethics. Yama in yoga, Shila in Buddhism. Sincere, truthful, honest. And non-violent. And practicing non-violence, non-harming, actively practicing it. How do we practice non-violence? We observe our thoughts, our speech, our actions, and if we commit an act of violence, then alarm bell goes off in our heads, and we remind ourselves, oh, what I just said, what I just thought was hurtful, that there was a poison of selfishness there, and from that poison, because of that poison, I wanted to hurt somebody, harm somebody. And then we simply, how do you say, repent that action and say to ourselves, this is not what I want to do. I don't want to do this in my life. We contemplate our actions, contemplate the principle of non-violence, non-harming. This is of course large contemplation. When we look at the world around us, all the conflicts and wars and endless quarrel, it is very violent, very hurtful. And, we can't find Buddhas and Mahasiddhas in the place of warlords, do we? Very selfish, very deluded folks are in those positions, which gives us a hint. It gives us a hint that it is very important, this non-violence, and being truthful instead of saying and spreading lies. Very important, this sincerity, being sincere. The best of our nature, and this applies to all people who live, ever lived, or will live. That when we pay attention to ethics, we conduct our lives ethically, that alone brings beauty, because it brings that pure nature. Pure nature, true nature of ours shows up. We can see in a person, even if the boomies are shut. When people practice ethics, when people are truthful, and not only truthful when it makes us be seen in good light, but practicing truthfulness at all times, at any circumstance. This is what really separates practitioners from non-practitioners. Always truthful. There is immense beauty in that, isn't there? Already as an idea that I'm not gonna change for whatever reason. I'm not gonna start thinking, speaking, acting according to lies, no matter what. No matter what. There's something in that really speaks to our soul. Speaks to our heart. And that is because it is the activity, conduct of the soul, of our true nature. It's very nice, very beautiful. So just a few words about this Shila, about the ethical facets of our basic nature. Our basic nature, thinking overally, our basic nature is very simple, not complex. Well, if you look at many texts that have been written about Buddha nature, Buddhahood, qualities of enlightened beings like Christ, God realized beings, it makes it look like it's somehow very exalted, somehow very fancy, even exotic, lofty. exalted, like somehow something very high, something very lofty. But it isn't. It is the opposite. Of course, our true nature is more precious than gold, especially for us cultivators who know that we are in this samsaric situation, samsaric mess that can potentially, we might have been in samsaric mess for many lives, and this might continue for many lives into the future. So in that sense it is very precious, and more precious than gold, but we are talking about our nature. We are talking about our true self. We are talking about who we are from the soul perspective, from the enlightened perspective, from the perspective of clarity, from the perspective of kindness, love, compassion, from the perspective of peace. There's nothing really exalted in peace, is there? Nothing exalted, lofty, heavenly in clarity. Definitely nothing mystical about clarity, peace, love. But somehow this kind of like grounded perspective about our basic nature and enlightenment is so easily lost in different spiritual teachings, and somehow this enlightenment, the final attainment, Buddhahood, becoming Christ, rainbow body, light body, it gets glad in these. It gets clad, C-L-A-D, clad in these weird clothes, misleading clothes, gets clad in hype. Also, what happens very easily is that when we think of great masters like Jesus, Ishanath, Babaji, Guru Padmasambhava, Mataji Yeshe Tsogyal, and so on, somehow these figures become like greater than life. So easily it gets forgotten that they were people just like us with the exact same problem that we have. The problem of delusion, the problem of kleshas, poisons, the problem of negativity. So easily that message and that example is forgotten. The example of them being ordinary human beings, sentient beings, who suffered, who then took up practice, and then felt the need to take that practice to the end until no practice is needed. But when people speak of Padmasambhava and Buddha Shakyamuni and all these great figures, there is this unnecessary hype, kind of this woo-woo element that comes into the picture. Oh, they were so incredible beings, blah, 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 blah. This is very misleading. I think it's kind of depressing also. It is incorrect. So many masters have really hammered the point that if we are bound by self-delusion and selfishness, negativity in different forms, then we are deluded sentient beings. But if we are not bound by delusion and afflictive emotions, then we are Buddhas. You and me. All of us. So many masters again and again have said this. Something that is interesting is mastering bodhicitta. Practicing bodhicitta as a practicing bodhisattva, and then mastering bodhicitta. The activity is the same. Bodhisattvic activity. Bodhisattvic activity means considering the pain and suffering around us, the pain and suffering, the karma and samsaric existence of beings around us, and then doing very specific compassionate actions with the intention of changing that. So for bodhisattvas are not indifferent about the ocean of suffering around us. Not indifferent like it's bodhisattvas really care. And caring doesn't mean you cannot care and be indifferent at the same time. Right? So bodhisattvic actions means that we first of all have eyes and ears open what is going on around us. And then being present to that suffering, that pain. Right now, being present to that pain. Body open, eyes open, ears open, senses open. Feeling it. There are meditative practices for bodhisattvas that are the most fundamental meditative practices and prayers for bodhisattvas, practitioners of the Mahayana, Bodhisattvayana. And then there are the physical practices, physical activities to alleviate that suffering. So they are the meditative practices that we practice home alone or like this on retreats together. And then there is the footwork, which practically means supporting the mission that we are, where the mission of the Sangha where we practice. So feeling that suffering. With whole body, feeling the ocean of suffering around us. Easy to feel because it is there. It is never not there. Just feeling it, being present to it. It is such an important lesson to have and to learn through feeling this ocean of suffering. Where does this suffering, this energy, this feeling, this sensation, where does it come from? If you attend some kind of a meeting, perhaps a funeral, perhaps a wedding, perhaps a class at school, a meeting at work with workmates, this same energy is there. This same exact energy is there. It is the energy of the second mode of the two-part formula, self-based mode. Mode of emotional, afflictive emotions. Isn't it? Just being present with it. We don't need to get anxious about it. Just being present to it, to those who suffer. You know, it is a very personal. This energy is coming from the people, both near and far around us. Whether we are in a small village like we are down here, or in a big city, or anything in between, it's coming from people. Actual human beings who are in this condition, who are in the second mode. In the second mode of delusion and afflictive poisonous emotions, selfishness, trauma. Feeling all of that. Allowing it to come inside our bodies, our heads, our hearts. What that self-based mode of afflictive emotions, what it does is that we, in that mind state, we want to keep the bullshit of people and the bullshit of the world far away from us. Because it is messy, it is dirty, it is hurtful, it is violent, it is unethical. Right? So in a sense, it is understandable, that reaction, that when we are also affected by that very same selfishness, self-delusion, afflictive emotions, it is a natural reaction of, I don't want to have anything to do with that. Some people pack their stuff and move off the grid, 1,000 miles away from the so-called civilization. It's understandable. Of course, yogis do similar things. Go to a mountain cave, go to a retreat hut for years and years, but for a completely different reason. Whether we are near or far, the pain is there. And in that pain, the vehicle of the bodhisattvas is vehicle of the bodhisattvas. Bodhisattvas never travel alone. We never travel alone. We always travel with everybody else. We always travel with that ocean of suffering. But we travel, we move. We move through, in Buddhism there is this path map called paths and bhumis. You are familiar with what bhumis mean? Stages of clarity, stages of wisdom meditation. But what the paths mean is, I usually don't speak about paths, but what it means is it speaks of merit and having merit, and then it speaks about purification of these afflictive emotions. I usually just don't use the term paths. But bodhisattvas travel. From one shore to the other shore. In one of the main Mahayana Buddhist sutras, the Heart Sutra, Pragya Sutra, it's called in Sanskrit, there is a mantra. Gate gate para gate parasam gate bodhisvaha. Gone, gone, gone beyond, completely gone beyond, awakening behold. Gone, gone, gone beyond, completely gone beyond. Gone beyond what? gone beyond samsaric existence, from one shore of samsara to the other shore of nirvana. And here, when I use the term nirvana, I mean according to the Mahayana definition of nirvana, non-abiding nirvana. But crossing that stream, that river, with everybody, hopping in the vehicle, this great vehicle, Mahayana, Vajrayana, with everybody, and then crossing the stream and arriving on the other shore. Arriving at mental and emotional perfection, you could say. Perfection is a word that I have recently contemplated. Maybe not that great, like when we speak of great perfection. Quite misleading. Maybe you could say great compassion, great love, natural clarity. Of course, crossing the stream from one shore to the next, it's a analogy. It's a story. But the other shore of Buddhahood is already in us as potential. So when we cross the stream, not forgetting the suffering of others, in fact practicing to help others, it means making our energy shift. How many times you have heard me say the phrase, be sure that whatever practice technique you're practicing, whether you're practicing 5 minutes or 5 hours a day, make sure that your energy shifts. Make sure that all those habit patterns, self-delusion, that it completely shifts to clarity, emotional softness, groundedness. I say that again and again and again. And in that short instruction, it's the whole Mahayana path condensed. So when we know what to pay attention to, and when we have know-how, techniques, tools to make it happen, make energy shift, it's very easy to do, isn't it? If we don't have the tools, if we don't have the know-how, then it's like groping in the dark. Groping, even if we might be meditating. Even if we might be in retreat for years on end, we might actually be groping in the dark. I know. I've been there. It is essential to understand how things work, how the different pieces fit together, and how to actually do the practice. This is absolutely essential. So feeling, again, body open, ears open, eyes open, being receptive to the ocean of suffering around us, allowing it into our bodies, our hearts, our heads, our legs, our arms. I hear you, my friends, my brothers, my sisters. I hear you, I feel you. May you be happy. May you find happiness. May all of you in this ocean of suffering, billions and billions and trillions and countless numberless beings, may you be happy. May you find happiness. May you find peace. May you find joy. May you recognize the ground of existence, the ground of being. May you be free. May all beings in this ocean of existence become Buddhas, Christs, Siddhas, Mahasiddhas, enlightened beings. Because it is possible. Because all beings have Buddha nature. May all the suffering cease. Cease. Stop. May all the confusion stop. Cease altogether. In the mind streams of individuals, in the mind stream of countless numberless beings. May confusion cease. And as long as confusion exists, me and all bodhisattvas, us and all bodhisattvas will be there, hearing, listening, looking, feeling, helping, and assisting beings to enlightenment, one after the other, however long it takes. That's the vow. Vow of the bodhisattvas. Very nice. Very nice Mahayana Samadhi. Stay with it. Let's lie down for a little bit. Let's do short prayers, but in a bit different way. Let's chant "May all beings be free" many times. Really chanting in a meaningful, personal way. Not just repeating the words, but chanting with every cell of the body. With genuine care, genuine love. May all beings be free. 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 before we dedicate the merit, you can think of somebody, some person who you are especially dedicating merit for as a form of a prayer, who you really want to help. So dedicating merit to this one person who might be having difficulties, hardships, illnesses in life, and then also to all beings. May all beings receive my accumulated merit. I dedicate the merit to the refuge and to all sentient beings. May the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas bless all beings, shower their blessings on all beings. May God and saints bless all beings. All beings. Let's join hands. Any comments before we wrap up for tonight?
Sorry I was late, Baba. I just forgot the time. Well, I mistook the time for some reason.
Yeah, it happened to others as well. There is the pain in the butt nuisance of the daylight savings
Oh, we
change.
haven't had that yet, though. So I can't use that as an excuse.
Ah, naughty,
Yeah,
naughty.
I'm going a bit loopy, probably.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
But it's gonna happen here this weekend. Is it
Yeah,
Saturday, Sunday night?
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah,
But
Saturday,
I
Sunday.
think we're in sync, aren't we?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you go forward one and we go forward one.
that's right.
So it shouldn't make any difference.
But it changes for Americans, doesn't it? Again, it changes for
Oh,
Americans. Yeah.
mm.
Anything else?
that was really lovely. It was a lovely start, even though it was halfway through.
Mm, mm,
It was beautiful start to the retreat.
yeah, yeah. Um, about Rani has led the morning sessions on Saturdays and Sundays. How many would be interested in having morning sessions? The usual time, 8:30 tomorrow morning. Okay, so it's not enough people. Should be half a dozen. So we won't have the morning sessions on this retreat. But as usual, as you know, from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. local time, I will lead. Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow at 3. Thank you very much.
Thank you.